My name is Michelle Bond.
I'm Nick Oddity.
My name is Dan Schofield.
I'm Chris here. Matt Karen.
Jack Bullard.
I'm Matt English.
From the time we get here in the fall, we spend every day together, all of us. When we're not on the ice or we're not practicing, we're not lifting weights, we're off the ice hanging out. We're constantly together, and it's a big family, just like any other family. You got your ups and downs, but it's definitely a lot of ups and a lot of good times. And
I think beating Plattsburgh in Plattsburgh still is going to be my #1 highlight, just because I haven't done that in my 4 years. That was the first time we won in Plattsburgh, and it's kind of cool to see their 3,000 fans leave with 2 minutes left. That doesn't happen very often.
A real memorable thing, but #1 has to be last year's Suniac Championship. Not that this year's wasn't any better, but the first time around, especially since it had been the first time since '84, and the fans were really great. And I just remember we won in 2 games, and we were like, people expected us not even to win 1 game against Plattsburgh. So the fact that we swept the series and did it in overtime, making it all more exciting, is probably my #1 memory.
From my experience at Plattsburgh, there was a lot of town support, but not many students would come to the games. That's what made it so special here. Like, the one half of the ice was just all students with the pep band. I never imagined Geneseo being that way, especially playing against them for 2 years.
I just would like to thank Coach Lammers just for everything he did for the team. Like I said, it was a hard thing to do, to come in, and especially I think it was his first head coaching position. He's still a young guy. He didn't have as much experience as maybe some older coaches in the league did, but I thought he came in and did a real good job with everything, and I appreciate all the work he did with the team and how he kind of meshed in as part of kind of another guy in the team at a lot of points.
He knows what it's like to play here at Geneseo. He knew what the Division III level was like. I think Division III hockey's come a long way from what I saw when I first got here until now. Maybe he didn't know exactly how it was now, but I think he did a very good job adjusting.
I think it definitely has changed the team a little bit. I mean, when a coach comes in and redoes all the system and all stuff like that, I mean, it's definitely going to change. But we had a lot of the same players, and we already had that connection already with most of the guys. So yeah, I think it was a great experience, and for him to come in and win a championship right away just goes to show his mentality and also the players' mentality.
Tasha just became mostly last year and this year, I'd say, but became a huge fan of us. Her mom, who works on campus, Debbie, started bringing her around to the games, and some of the guys I got really close to. A couple of the guys, a couple of the younger guys got closer to her because they'd see her on a more regular basis. But the whole team in general pretty much embraced her. She loved the hockey team, and she was at every game, always cheering for us. She was always outside the room waiting for us to come out. It was pretty sad, but we showed our support. We went to the wake, and I thought it was good for the guys to do, and we did a game in memory of her, and ended up being pretty well. I mean, her mom came to all the games, and we knew she was up there watching, so we just hope to do well because we know that's what she would want. So,
We have little reminders of her around the room, so something like that, just when something so tragic as something like a death, we kind of built around that, and there's not much you can do but just play every game your hardest, and she reminds us to do that. So yeah, I think it helped, and she will never be forgotten, so I'm sure the guys will carry that on here.
I couldn't imagine being here at school without having played and without having been a part of what I've been a part of the last 4 years. Like I said before, it's something special that you don't have at other colleges. I mean, it's almost like playing professional hockey, where you get people all over the place just really supporting you and really behind you 100%. And
I feel like I do have a little bit more hockey in me. I'm going to be talking with some agents and some professional teams. So hopefully next year at this time I'll be playing hockey somewhere. I couldn't tell you where or when, but there's possibilities out there.
I'm going to look and see my options as far as playing next year. we'll go from there. I'm also applying for a job, and hopefully it'll be teaching. But like I said, right now I'm just kind of weighing both options.
It was a phenomenal 4 years. I couldn't see myself going anywhere else. And I'm glad I got to come here, and the experience as a whole has been phenomenal. I was 26 of my best friends for starters, but I built some good relationships with people, and you know, connections throughout the hockey world in case you decide to do something after. And winning the championships was clearly the highlight of the career.
Win or lose, they're gonna be there for you no matter what. So it's I wouldn't say that's quirky, but I would say that's definitely something special. You're gonna have a lot of fun here. You're gonna play a lot. You're gonna be competitive. You're gonna be it's everything you want. Like if you're not gonna go Division I, I'd say this is the place you want to be right now because we just keep getting better every year, and it's just a great atmosphere. You'll have a really good time. You get a great education while you're here.
Senior year comes around, I guess, and you start thinking, I'm like, wow, this really went by. I can remember the first day I was here. It was like when I was wandering, like I said earlier, and you're like, wow, this is gonna be here 4 years. It's gonna take forever. But you know what? I come into senior year, I just saw all these years went by, and this year you start treasuring it more as a senior. And then hockey got done like 3 weeks ago, and you're like still thinking, you're like, wow, this doesn't feel right.